We had it back with another one, man. And right now, carriers out here, they try so hard to control your truck, man. They don't make no payment on your truck. They don't put fuel in your truck. But yet still, they want to tell you how to run your truck. This video is about trip leasing. Because a lot of carriers out here, it used to be something back in the days. But now a lot of carriers don't allow you to do it. Back when I first started, a lot of carriers will give you the okay to trip lease. For anybody that don't know what trip lease is, basically trip lease is, so you lease on to Landstar, right? But today Landstar don't have a decent load, or you don't see nothing you like, but your homeboy have his own authority and he have some loads that you could pull. Now what you could do is you could trip lease to him just to pull that one load. You'll put his placard over the Landstar placard and you could run the load. You'll be running it under his cargo insurance. Now a lot of them that let you do it, you used to be able to do it, say for example, if you have your own plates on the truck. A lot of people that put the plates on the truck for you, they won't take that chance, because at the end of the day, anything come back to that plate will be coming back to them. So a lot of companies cut that out. A few out here still doing it, but a lot of them cut it out. Now I'm going to show you this cab card. This is a Florida cab card. And the way this cab card works, the information on this cab card, you could get away with trip leasing if certain things not on the cab card. So on your most state cab card going to look similar to this. You have all your states and jurisdiction on it. I block out some stuff because this is not my cab card. This is just a generic cab card I got off the internet. But mine looks similar to this. You got the registrant information, effective date, your account number, your plate number, your VIN number, stuff like that. Now, if you look on the right hand side, the last blocked out box where it say carrier responsible for safety, that's where you could get away with trip leasing. If there's no carrier in that box right there, so back to what I was saying, you lease on to Landstar. So if they don't let you trip lease, they'll have their DOT number in this box, their name, etc. Now once if the DOT pull you over, if you're under a load and the DOT pull you over and he look on your cab card, and then he look on the side of your truck and notice that the name on the side of your truck is different from the carrier responsible for safety, he could write you up for it because you're running for another carrier that you wasn't supposed to be running for. Now your other option will give you the okay to trip lease is, in this box, it say carrier responsible for safety can change during the term of this cab card. So between the time when you get the cab card and the time when it expires, you could run for another carrier. So there will be no carrier specific listed in this box right here. The reason I'm putting this information out there, because some people don't know. For a long time, I run my own plates. I put my own plates on the truck, and no carrier that I ever lease onto tell me I had to put them in this box right here where it say carrier responsible for safety. Now when I got the plates I'm running now, I just got this a few months ago, and at first I didn't put any carrier in there. I just have it empty where I could pull for any carrier I want to pull for during the year. Just in case I leave where I'm at and go somewhere else, I don't have to update my cab card. Now the carrier I'm leased onto, I had a few issues getting this cab card. Okay, getting a cab card, getting an IRP plate is not as easy as getting the apportion plate, not the apportion plate, but the local state plate. For example, the Florida local state plate look just like the plate on the cars with the orange in the middle of it. To get that plate is real easy. You go down there, you get that plate the same day, in and out. Get the IRP plate, it take a couple days. And they ask for a lot more information. So when I first got the cab card, the address on there wasn't right. So I had to get back with the DMV, have them update that. Now once they update that, I sent a copy of the cab card to the carrier I'm leased onto. And they told me that's not correct because they have to be listed on there as carrier responsible for safety. And I had a little back and forth with them about it because I was like, nowhere ever leased onto require me to do that. So why do y'all require it? Well, they were like, well, that's their policy and I gotta get it. So I eventually went ahead and get it. Now, if you get a cab card and you got update carrier responsible for safety, it's about $60. It's either $50 or $60 to update it. And it's a form you gotta fill out and send it to them. You could email it to them or you could fax it to them and they'll update it. Now, when you leave the carrier you would currently and go into another carrier, you have to pay another fee again to remove the old carrier and update the new carrier. So that's just something for you to know in case you decide to get your own cab card. You can't just leave a carrier today and start working for a carrier tomorrow. Well, you can, but some carriers not going to have that because you have another carrier on your cab card and they're not going to want you pulling the load with that cab card. So you got to get your cab card updated before they let you pull the load. So that's just a way for these carriers to control your truck, man. Now, once you do that, once you update your cab card, I would recommend, if the carrier don't state to you up front that they have to be in that box as carrier responsible for safety, don't put them on there. Okay, every time you move your truck to another carrier, you're going to have to pay a fee to update it. And if you could get some loads on your own, you want to be able to run those loads and don't have any problem running them. So trip leasing is not a bad thing, man. But if you're going to go the trip leasing route, if you have the opportunity to trip lease, try to have your own plates on the truck. Try to have your own bobtail insurance and maybe physical damage. So all you will be needing from the carrier you're trip leasing from is just their cargo insurance.